Hey, what's going on, Vikings fans? It is Skol back again with another Minnesota Vikings related video. As you see, we got the full setup. We got the nice HD camera, got the mic. This is the setup. I'm going to be switching jerseys in and out. I got a lot of jerseys. Let me guys know who you guys want up on the wall. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to be telling you why the Minnesota Vikings feel like the most disrespected team in the NFL by the national media. And honestly, I love it. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so anyways, with what I was saying about the Vikings being disrespected. Now, a lot of people, if you look at the Vikings and you just look at the moves they made in the offseason, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, they really lost a lot of pieces. They lost Stephon Diggs. He was a staple of the Vikings. I feel like when other fans, other media, when they thought of the Vikings, they thought of Diggs right away because he was our guy, the miracle, everything. He really embodied the Minnesota Vikings. So like I was saying, with Diggs leaving, guys like Everson gone who could possibly come back, guys like Rhodes, Linval, Trey Waynes, Mackenzie Alexander, you look at it like on paper without seeing any of our additions, you were like, damn, they lost a lot of guys. I don't know how they'll be able to replicate what they had last year. How would this even work out? Like, yeah, they got some picks for the Diggs trade, but I just don't think they're as good. Anyways, I think the media just sees that and they're going to disrespect them because the media already has disrespected Kirk. I think they're already starting to disrespect Zimmer a little bit in big games because even last year we saw a couple stats showing up where it was like Zimmer in big games, Kirk Cousins in big games. The media loves to eat Cousins alive for his Monday Night Football record when the playoffs aren't even played on Monday night, so who really cares? He went to New Orleans, got a win. I get he's not the biggest big-time player there is, but he doesn't get disrespected like he deserves. Anyways, we already know how Kirk Cousins is disrespected in the media. We know Mike Zimmer is getting to be disrespected in the media. But something that really caught my eye going into the year, because personally, I think the Vikings are going to be a very solid team this year. Even if they have a couple injuries, I feel like just the way the roster is developed, the way they've brought pieces in, the culture they're starting to build, I think the Vikings will be a very solid team this year. I feel like their lowest they could be, yes, they could have, anything could go wrong. They could be 8-8, 7-9. I'm not saying that's completely out of the possibility. I just think they're more likely going to be 10-6, 12-4 at the end of this year. However, one thing that really stood out to me when I was looking at like how the Vikings are being disrespected, it's something that's popped up on my Twitter timeline. I think it was by CBS. They had the top 10 trios in the NFL, and that meaning quarterback, running back, and first wide receiver. And number one was obviously the Chiefs because of Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and they put in the new running back they just drafted out of LSU. But I was just looking for the Vikings on the list, and they weren't even on the list. And I just don't know how somebody can leave out. Yes, you can have your opinion on Kirk Cousins, but no matter what you think of him, you cannot name me 12 better quarterbacks in the NFL better than Kirk Cousins. I think he's top 10. I think he's the 9th best quarterback in the NFL right now. Yeah, he has his flaws, but he also has a ton of strengths, and he's not some scrub that the media thinks him be. I mean, I see on Twitter all the time, like, people saying, like, oh, Josh Allen's better than Cousins, like, all these, like young quarterbacks who haven't really proven this. I'm like, dude, Kirk, look at his numbers he's put up. Now he's adding a playoff win on that. So anyways, they got a top 10 quarterback. I'm just going to say it right there. No matter what you think of Dalvin Cook, we have a top 5, I say third best running back in the league in Dalvin Cook. So we have a top 10 quarterback, top 3 running back, and also you can't say Adam Thielen's not a top 10 receiver in the NFL. Adam Thielen is better than Diggs. He's miles ahead of certain wide receivers that they had on this list. I'll try to get the picture and throw it up on the screen probably right here, right now, for you guys can see the list. But I felt so disrespected as like the Vikings fans, and you know the reason they left him off the list was because of Kirk Cousins. Anyways, but I love this, and that's the main point I want to get into. Yes, the Vikings are being disrespected by the media, and yeah, probably going into week 1, they'll pull up the thing and they'll all say they're picking Green Bay. Just like going to the Saints game, they'll all say they're picking the Saints because teams and people in the media still don't believe the Vikings can win the big game. And honestly, we haven't really proved it. And I think we will this year. I think the whole narrative changes. I think the Vikings are going to be a big-time, big-game team. We only have 3 primetime games. I can see us winning all 3, maybe 2 of them. Anyways, Vikings, extremely disrespected by the media, and I love to see it. Yes, there could be a part of me that says, oh, I want all this media glory that the Chiefs and Ravens and all of them are getting. But then again, I just want to stay under the radar, because if you look at the Chiefs last year and their Super Bowl run, they really just stayed under the radar all year, and they had Pat Mahomes, and they were able to just kind of float on the radar because he got hurt. That's what you want to be as a team. You want to stay under the radar and then peak in the playoffs. Only 3 primetime games. I think the Vikings are setting themselves up really nice to stay a very humble team. Not a lot of noise in the building. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Please sub to the channel. I'd love to hit 500 subs within the next month. Love the support. Love commenting with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Am I the only Vikings fan out there that thinks we're being disrespected? I don't think so. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I have a ton of NFC North videos coming this week. Please stay tuned. Comment, like, and sub, and I'll see you guys next time. Skol Vikes.